Hello. So glad you could be here. It's nice to see you. Well, it's nice of you to see me. How's that? Would like to share a little bit with you. The nice thing about spirituality is it is all encompassing. It is the one belief system that is not dependent upon doctrine or dependent upon a guru. It is dependent upon experience and the manner in which you choose to experience. And we are going to draw from Abraham Maslow's Motivation and Personality, published in 1970. And he talks about self actualizing people. There are a variety of terms for the self actualized person. We may call them self aware. We may call them awakened. We may call them enlightened. These people are more self directed than anything else. And he tells us, he tells us that self actualized people tend to be more autonomous, more self governing, meaning that they hold themselves accountable for their actions. They think before they act, typically. They don't fly off at the handle. They are usually very calm and solemn people. Sometimes they may be seen as being distant or aloof, but they are not. They are merely taking everything in. For them, he describes that normal people, by comparison, have a difficulty making up their mind, determining what they want to do. And if you don't believe me, just ask anybody. Well, what do you want to do? Typically, you're going to get, I don't know. What do you want to do? Or if you ask them what they want, they're going to say, well, I don't know what I want. What do you want? And this is typical. They have studies that have demonstrated this. A majority of the people do not know what it is that they want. I'm part of an organization, and we often make the mistake of asking our members, well, what is it that you would like us to do? And the response we get is a resounding silence because they don't know. Another thing about self actualized people is that their sense of right and wrong is often very different from others. Where someone may see something happening and they'll say, oh man, that is just so evil. That is so bad. Abusive relationships are like that. The average person will look upon an abusive relationship and they will comment. They will go on and on and on about how bad the abuser is while not considering the person who is being abused. And typically, the person who is being abused goes back. And why do they go back? Because it is familiar, because it is what they understand, because it is what they are conditioned to. Self actualized people tend to look more at the cause of something as opposed to focusing on the result. And another thing about self actualized people, they all experience the same emotions that you and I do: frustration, anger, depression, gloominess, and they even experience it in the same fashion. Yes, they get mad, they get upset. However, what separates the self actualized person from the average person is that they're able to bring their emotions under control, meaning that they don't fly off at the handle often. They don't just do things impulsively. They consider their actions. They often appear as being calm. Think about that one. So, the self actualized person is seen as a person who has possibly become enlightened. They explore their potential, they expand their mind. They are lifelong learners. It's not that they are always seeking something novel, they're always seeking something to improve themselves. And they do this continuously. And I want to leave that with you. And if you are of the desire to become enlightened, as some would say, or to become wise or self aware, or just to become a better person, consider becoming a lifelong learner. Consider exploring, consider asking questions, and then go find the answers. And I will say thank you for allowing me to share that with you.